So, dear Dhamma practitioners, we're going to start our ongoing meditation session now. Keep relax your body and keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line. Be comfortable with your posture. So, gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. So, while you're focusing to the sound mentally, relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So keep relax your body, your right palm on your left, and bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times. And say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation, and then see the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within the same inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. So mentally follow my words. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. In the beginning, bring your attention to your whole body and head to toes and see the sensation, tightness, heaviness. Just get a mental note anywhere in your body without judging, without correcting anything. Just recognize. Feel the heat, physical vibration, flow of energy. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. In the beginning, recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. And recognize this is the beginning, the middle, end. Also be aware about the length and the duration. Some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize. Notice how when the inhalation happens, body calm down. When the exhalation happens, body calm down. If any thought disturb you, don't go with it. Just keep focus to the sensation again and again. See the impermanence of the inhalation, exhalation. So interrogate in the vipassana and the tranquility meditation together. See the impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within each and every inhalation and exhalation. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through other planets, stars, reminding like this. Mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart, forward, to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, once upon a time there was a little girl with her grandmother used to live close to the beach, and always the wind come with the sand, and close to their house there was a valley, and on the other side of the valley there was a mountain. So this little girl every day morning when she wake up, she saw that top of that other side the valley, top of the mountain, there's a little house, but that house always shining. It's kind of like gold, and it is so vivid. And she always became worried about her house, little house that she had with the very minimum facilities with her grandmother. And every day when she woke up and look at that shining house far away, and she start the day becoming worry. Then one day she had a little bicycle. One day she thought, after long time, seeing that house far away, one day she thought, I want to go and see what is this beautiful house. And it is top of the mountain, and in the morning it is so shining, and the evening it is so shining again, kind of like a so bright yellow light. And then one day she took her bicycle and start to ride. It took some times to reach to other side of the valley, and she went to the top of the mountain. And when she start to come closer to this house, and she was wonder because it was kind of like a little house, same like her house, and very old, even older than her house. Even no one living there. It's empty. She was wonder that she wanted to make sure that is that her house, the house that she used to see. And then from that house, she start to look back to her house. And then she saw her house was so shining. It's so vivid. And then she was wonder. And now she is in the very old, dark, empty house, and looking at that house when she look her own house, and she shows shining. And she suddenly she recognized what happened. Because of the wind coming from the sea, and the little dust, this sand, and come and stuck in this old house. So when the sun rise, what happening? That all that little tiny piece of the sand, all shining together, and it's kind of like a lump of gold, so vivid. And now when she looked back her house, and she saw the same thing, and it also, when she looked at it from far away, it's shining than this house that she used to see. So this little story tells about our inner nature. And mostly we comparing our life with whatever happened to ourselves because of our own decisions. And we become worried, unhappy, sad, disappointed. And not only that, you're looking at somebody else and always comparing. Oh, look at that person. Oh, look at this person. Oh, look how they live. Oh, look how that he is doing, she's doing. Oh, always you look like somebody, and then you compare, and then you become worried for no reason. And you have no idea, in case if you have a time, even for a few hours, to exchange the head to toes your whole life with the consciousness to that person, that you will recognize that person also looking at you, thinking, oh, look at how she doing and how he doing. Because of this comparison, we missing our inner nature, we missing our inner beauty. And you are so capable to do a lot of things as a human being. There is no one in this universe as a human being capable to do these things. So you are a part of it. You have so much energy, capabilities, skills. And if you take a right decision tomorrow, you know that the world can change. Look at how many people in the world. How many people in the world? But we couldn't find anyone to compare to Mahatma Gandhi. He was a very little man. We couldn't find somebody to compare to him. We couldn't find anyone to compare to Nelson Mandela. Look at how many people in the world. More than people have the lesson from him, but we couldn't find somebody to compare. Look at Mother Teresa. What money she had, what facilities she had, nothing. But look how many women in the world. If the world is becoming better, by now we should have more than 100 Mother Teresas, and even better than Mother Teresas. But we couldn't find. So then you have to remember you're missing something. Because you're going to die one day. Before you die, what you can do? You have to understand, you have to expand your thinking capacity. Otherwise, you cannot get out of this cage. It's a mental cage we built up ourselves. So you are the one who have to get out of it. The very first thing that you have to do, then start to think big. Think big for the world, for the humanity, for all living beings. Start to think big like that way. So when we say, may all living beings be well and happy, when you do it little by little every day, you know what will happen? Your mind start to become stronger. So then in day-to-day life, you have to bring that ability to your bodily, verbally, and mentally actions. Don't be very limited person. Because when you say Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, that you going to follow the most highest advanced person in the world. And when you come to the vipassana, that is the most subtle and advanced mental practice in the world. The Buddha is the one who came and found out. And especially, there were many other people, the teachers, to practice tranquility meditation. But Buddha is the one who found out this. So then you have to remember, you have so much facilities. Your ancestors, your parents, they didn't have this much facilities like today. So you have so much facilities. Out of these all facilities, what is the best that you can gain? You can gain your change. If you cannot change, you wasting this all. If you keep repeating your life, because this used to happen in the samsara. It's keep coming. Look at the children sometimes. You no need to teach anything to them. They pick themselves that the things that whatever they like. From where it comes. So then yourself, look, you as a husband, wife, children, of course, you do your responsibilities to them. And it is very limited. You can still you cannot change them. But remember, the main purpose of out of this all, the Buddha's teaching, self-realization. That is the pure, authentic Buddhism. Self-realization, recognizing who you are. That recognition will lead you to change. When? In that very moment. So, how you can start? You have to start with the little things. Don't try to plan for a bigger change. There is no kind of like a bigger change. You have to start with the little things. You know, whatever the things that you have to brush up yourself, you have to change yourself, you know. You have enough awareness, you have enough consciousness, you have enough understanding, you are mature to recognize where you have to change. You have to slowly change that things. Remember, you are your own master. And nowadays, with this quarantine, now you are your own boss at home. You know, because you were planning to become like that. You wishing to, you dreaming to become like that. So now you are your own boss. It happened. So then what you do? When you become your own boss, are you become more productive to yourself? Or are you become more craving and the desire become higher, or you becoming worst inside? Then it is better, you know, you work under somebody else, become a co-worker. Don't be a boss. Why? Because if you become a boss, it is the worst experience that you can happen. Why? Because you don't know how to handle yourself. So don't wish for that then. So remember, the practicing vipassana means it is not just like a, you know, that mentally that you try to understand. You whatever you experience, you bring out of your life. Dharma cannot separate from you. Dharma or the wisdom cannot separate from you. You cannot tell, oh, this time I don't have the wisdom. My wisdom come only in the morning. You cannot tell like that way. So 24/7, it's your life. The same like the breathing. So then you start to absorb it and you start to apply it to day-to-day life. And that way, you going to understand what the Buddha mean. Because that mostly we think, oh, Buddha said the Dhamma and we say sadhu, 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 and you offer something to the Buddha statue, and then you think, oh, you done everything. No, it's nothing to do with that. So everything came later. As a culture, you know, as a tradition, as you know, anything, 2,600 years when it go through the people, of course, there are a lot of things come. At least we are so lucky to have the soul, and in the future, You have no idea how things going to happen. You know, even the Buddha statue will change. You know, who knows what kind of statue in the after maybe 200, 300 years, you know, what kind of things people going to worship as a Buddha. Or what kind of ideas come to the Dharma. We don't know. But you are the one who can contribute to this journey. How? You know, gain the result and try to get the result before you die. That become the great example to the whoever follow you. If you die just empty, that whoever coming behind you, your children, your grandchildren, and your grandchildren, they become more worst. So then remember, you have responsibilities when it come to the Dharma. It cannot done by everybody. Everybody not going to do it. It is you. It is your choice. And it's worth. Why? Because that is the highest that you can contribute to yourself. Why? Because you change, and at the same time, when you change, remember that one person change can turn the entire humanity to another direction. It happened in the world. It happened in the history. It happened. You know, one bad person can give an example to the whole world. You experience that. You know, one terrorist can, you know, terrify the whole world. You experience that. And at the same time, one person can contribute with the good things. So then you have to remember how you going to contribute to that. One time Buddha gave a sutta, it called Lona Pala Sutta, lump of salt. The why this sutta Buddha mentioned? Because the idea of karma, and the karma is the action, reaction, result tangled together. Once it come to people, and people have no idea to get out of it. And even people caught up in vasana, or the klesha, or the sanskara. So if you born with vasana, or if you born with luck, and you caught up in that luck, that your luck means your sanskara, you are a prisoner. You came with the reason, and you cannot get out of it. So the karma, and that's why we bound to the karma, we wish for the karma, and we appreciate it, we hold it. But remember, when it comes to the vipassana teaching, you don't depend on the karma. You depend on awareness. That is where you have to focus. So whatever your life, so far that you came, and whatever happened in your life, it's okay. Knowingly or unknowingly, there are many reasons that things happen in your life. But today, you no need to depend on your karma. That what the Buddha said in this Lona Pala Sutta, lump of salt. If you take a lump of salt and put it to a glass of water, and then you mix it and drink, and you feel salty. And how about if you take the lump of salt and you take it to the bigger fountain, or your pond, or the pool, and put that and mix, and then if you drink that, you're not going to recognize that. So whatever the things in day-to-day life, you have power to change your whatever you have done in past. So then in the very beginning, you have to recognize where you are. It's like when you enter the address to the navigation, it very first, the satellite recognize where you are. When you go to a very public place, like a park. If you see the site map and the big point, it say, here you are. You have to recognize that first, because from there it's very easy, and it start to recognize. You can very easily recognize the all other areas. So once you have to recognize what is happening with you deeply, you have to look, is this life the same life that you want? Are you happy with this life? Are you comfortable with life? Are you growing with this life? And the whoever around you, your husband, wife, children, friends, family, brothers, sisters, are they providing some kind of facilities to become who you are? Or are you trapped in them? Or are you become a prisoner day by day, day by day? Are you entering to the cage? Or are you feeling kind of like you are getting out of the cage? Are you feel like, are you walk into the prison, or are you going out of the prison? You know that. Look into that. Because if you don't look it, no one going to recognize that. So that inner freedom, and you came into this point, and if you recognize that you are in a kind of like a place, and this is not the place you want, and this is not the people that you thought, and this is not the life that you thought. If you recognize that, that recognition is very good for you. That means there is something happen without your awareness. That means something happened unconsciously. So you have to fix that. Why? Because even you die tomorrow, remember, this is not going to end. Somewhere you start to come back. And then when you come back, if you don't fix this, you're going to again come back to the same kind of situation. Just dying doesn't mean you're going to change your journey. No, you come back with the same kind of things. And not only you, that other people, that's the very dangerous thing. Other people keep chasing behind you. So then how you can escape? Maybe you don't want to that people, but how if other people come behind you? Wherever you go, that person born next to you. Wherever you go, that person born next to you. How you can escape? And sometimes that they become your children. And then how you can escape from that? What you have to do for it? That is what, that this lump of salt, you have to recognize the power of this sutra. So if you able to start to develop a higher profitable skills and the good karma, the karma, it doesn't mean the merits, that the merits not count in this spiritual practice. It is important, but merit is not that much. What the Buddha was looking, truth and profitable skill. King Satya Gavesi, King Kusala Gavesi. Those are the main two things. So then, profitable skill. Somewhere you have done some unprofitable skills. That is why you caught up in this. Then you have to remember from today, it is your inner, deeper, your own decision. No one can challenge for that. You have that freedom. That is where you have power to do the free will. You have to use it. It's like a playing card, and you have the bigger card. And once it in you, If you don't put it in the right place, you may lose the game. So like that, the biggest, the most highest card that you have is the awareness. Use it. Otherwise, it will waste. Otherwise, something else you caught up and you will pass the life. So use it. How you can use that? Once you start to recognize the life that this is not the life that you want or the people around you. And in the very first thing, remember, you have to clean up your mind. It's nothing wrong with anybody. Clean your mind. Clean your mind and get out of the greed. Get out little by little. Remember, if you hold it to the greed, it is not going to come alone. It comes as a package. That's the thing. That all the bad people or the hard people, very meanful people, come behind us when you become greedy. If you become generous, you're not going to get that kind of people. You somehow, they start to, on the way, they start to go away. So that is the spiritual power. That is what the power you have to gain, not the fighting with people. Oh, if you have hard people around you, and be generous. And if you have good people, remember to keep that people, you have to be generous. Otherwise, try to be greedy. What will happen? All the good people slowly, cut off. They go away. You cannot find them. And you may think, I had a good friend, but now I am alone. Why? Because you was greedy. So the generosity is something. And bringing a ladder to bring the good connection, we always wish for, Kalyanamit, good friends, wise friends, honest people around us, truthful people around us. But if you hold it to the greed, there is no way, there's no power that you can enter to it. That's this big people, big like president, prime minister, when they go, you cannot go into them. They pray. They don't have anything. They don't tell, don't come to me. They don't tell anything. They just walk. But why you cannot go into them? There's security around them. They not allow you to go. Even the president or the prime minister, they don't know who you are. And they just walk themselves, alone. But the security they not allow you to go. And even they're not visible sometimes. They're invisible somewhere. So like that, this greed it's a bringing a kind of like a barriers. Good people cannot get into you. It's invisible. And you maybe keep fighting. So then if you have kind of like experience like that way in your life, if you have good people, remember them. Then you have to keep doing the good things more and more, because then you're not going to lose them. But if you have hard people and if you wish for some good people, what you have to do? Don't keep wishing. Start to be generous with the little things. But when you do that little thing, do with the very clear mind, with the good heart, happy mind, not holding anything back. Once upon a time, there was a Buddha went to a city. And in that city, early morning, the Buddha went for a Pindapata with his baking bowl. And there was a very old mother that she didn't have any, very poor. She was a beggar. And early in the morning, she saw this Buddha coming towards her. and she was so afraid and she was hiding. But the Buddha come towards her, and then she thought, oh, I am a beggar. Why? Because in the samsara I didn't give anything. This is the opportunity for me to offer something to Buddha, because it is very rare. All the big people and the king sometimes hold all the powers to do meritorious activities. So when it comes to religion, look, all the powerful people hold the all the good ceremonies, and no little people can get into. Why? Because they know when they do this thing, they're going to get some, the spiritually they're going to gain something good. The little people, so that's why when you become poor, sometimes you come to a place that you cannot do anything. But this little mother, what she did, she had a little sweet from yesterday left over. She thought, oh, I have this. Maybe Buddha not going to eat this, but I going to. So she took it and cleaned it and then gave it to Buddha. Buddha, with the great compassion, came to her and accepted that. And then she told, Venerable Sir, I know you get it, you will accept this, but I know you're not going to eat this. But what the Buddha did? No, I going to eat it. And Buddha went a little bit far and sat under a tree and start to eat. And she saw that. She was so happy. And the very next day, she died and born in the heaven. See, that little thing. And she gave with the good heart. So that's why, so whatever you give, remember, don't hold anything back. Give with the full happy heart. And that will change a lot of things around you. And the next thing is the anger. And develop the loving kindness. So when your loving kindness become bigger, when you able to expand your mind to, may all living beings, may all the universe, the whoever next to you, when they get angry, they become kind of like a lump of salt. You become like the ocean. It cannot give an effect to you. So why you get hurt? Why you get mad? Why you become worried? Because you took a decision yourself to be small. That's why. Your brain, you even though you look like, like other people in the same like, your brain deeply thinking power is very little. That's why you become kind of like a baby. You get very, very easily, you get hurt. Don't be like that. Because getting hurt not going to take you anywhere. It make you weak. It destroy your entire system. So you have to take a decision not to become worry. Then it's going to be okay. If you don't take that decision, you will keep going. You keep going in this journey. There is no end. So then remember, don't allow others to bring infect into yourself. You have to become more stronger. So as you know, these boxing people, they do shadow fighting, and in martial art, there is called kata. So it means shadow fight. And before you go into the partner, you build up a kind of like an image, the big person, not a small person. And as you know, the boxing people or these fighters and even the runners, when they run, they hold, they tight something, tires or the something heavy things, and pulling that they run. And jumpers and high jump people, and they put the extra weight on their body. And the boxing people, when they train, they always have a bigger stronger person than their opponent. That's how they fight. That's how they win. Don't think they're eating and sleeping and watching TV and then go and win a fight. $1 million, boxing game, they cannot win like that. They not, no one going to put $1 million, if they, in the middle of the night eating cereal, cookies and candy, it's not, people are not going to spend money on that. Why people put $1 million on somebody? What is the reason? Why people bring that kind of people to, even of course they can earn the money. Why? But how somebody put $1 million and trust this person? What is the reason? Because they train well. They train. So then remember your life. You think yourself. Without this training yourself in this samsara, there is no way anywhere. Not this time, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, not end of this life or not next life or after eons by eons if you come back. This worldly conditions going to be here the same. The people you will meet the same. Again and again, look at the Buddha's like Jataka stories. Then how that the people come again and again and again and again behind the same way. And in whoever attained to the enlightenment during Buddha's time, and mostly Buddha said, oh, he used to be like this, previous life she used to be like this. See, it's keep coming. It is not just an overnight, mission. It's keep coming. So then you have to look yourself. And why you get angry? Because you don't train well. Your mind is small. The little things you make bigger. You don't recognize your value. So then remember and start to develop the skill and expand your loving kindness. Make it more higher, stronger, better. And then the one person cannot make you mad. One person cannot make you hard. So that way, wherever you go, you're going to have a safe journey until you attain to the Nibbana. Why? Because we don't know tomorrow who come to our life. It happened to you. Look at from the birth to today. And what happened to you? How many people came to your life without any idea? No? So you had a different plan, but suddenly somebody, came to your life. So like that. Tomorrow, it's going to happen. Day after tomorrow, next year, it's going to happen. So that's why, but if you have this generosity and then the loving kindness. Another thing is there are some that the ignorance within ourselves. We have to accept it. You are not higher than somebody else, or you are not lower than somebody else. You have to understand we all have certain kind of ignorance within ourselves, misunderstanding, misguiding, caught up with the self-view, thinking this is right. Oh, I am the one who know this. So like that way, with the self-centered mind, we caught up in the self-view. So this is a place, Vipassana is a place, you slowly go into that and cut it. You cut it. How? Without repeating your past, without reminding your past, and you recognize how things come to be as they are. So that way, deeply it cleans your ignorance. And another way to get into that, Shrutame Jnana, Chintame Jnana, Bhavaname Jnana. Shrutame Jnana, and you have the open mind, open heart, and you learn in the basic level, in conventionally. And mainly you start to read the Buddha Sutras. and you learn the Buddha's life. What is this? Why is always Buddha, Buddha, Buddha? Who is this? Read it. There are a lot of people, even without this kind of practice, or even without seeing any monk, just hearing the Buddha name. Even there are a lot of nowadays, even hearing just the Buddha, they start to look, who is that? And now they became monks and live in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, in Paravan, in the jungles or the meditation centers. They practice it. See, just by hearing the name, even one that the Wall Street business people, some, and they start to find out the path. So that's why it's once you start to look, what is the Buddha really taught, because you have to investigate that, and you will find out something. And so then you have to look for that Sruttame Jnana and Chintame Jnana, and you have to develop that whatever you see, whatever you hear, and you have to again and again and review and look and learn to reverse the knowledge and see what this is. And then going to take you to certain level of clear understanding. And bhavana jnana. So it should be in a certain level, it should be practical and come within yourself. It is anymore just not the knowledge. It is just not a kind of like a intellectual kind of a level. It's become experience. So for that you have to practice. And when you are able to maintain in day-to-day life with the generosity and the loving kindness, another thing is the wisdom. Brush up yourself, clean up yourself. And in these three ways, all the difficulties going to go away from you. And you build up a strong security system to yourself. It is not just only for today, until you attain to the liberation. Wherever you go, you're going to be okay. Even you go to the hell, you're going to find a good place there. Nothing going to be wrong. And even it's kind of like, that when I used to work in the prison, you have no idea. Sometimes the people, some people come to prison and you think they are very bad, but without any reason, whole prison just respect this person. He don't fight with anybody, because sometimes in prison there are kind of like, the macho guys, then everybody then afraid for him and then respect. No, he's a very innocent. He don't do any bad things there. He don't struggle with anybody, but whole prison inside, no one disturb that person. Everybody respect. And I ask, why you do that? No, I just feel it. That's it. Then I told, see, why somebody else don't feel for you? Because you feel somebody is respectable and you feel not to disturb. Why somebody else don't feel regarding you? Then the guy told me, oh, that's a good question. I told, yeah, that is what I'm trying to teach you. See, so like that, it's always, even that's why I'm telling, even you get into the very bad place, if you have these three skills as a profitable skills, not as a knowledge. Knowledge doesn't work. It cannot apply in real life. But when you deeply practice, when it become your life, you are become loving kindness. It is not you doing something. Your life itself become. Your life itself become wisdom. So your life itself become generous. Somebody no need to ask you. When they appeared, you know you have to give. It is totally different of experience in life. Remember that. When somebody hungry, you start to feel that. Without even you don't know the name, you have no any relationship, but you know this person need something. Then you give it. Because you are the one who right person to give that. That's why you feel that. So then remember, in case if you feel that, don't hold it. Why? Because if you keep holding, one day your heart become like a rock, and it start to deactivate. You cannot do it anymore. You don't feel anymore. So don't allow it to become like that way. So if you feel the other person, and if you know you have to help for that person, do it. Don't hold it. If you hold it, and maybe you will never find the time again to do that. One day I when I was in London, and I visited one friend, and he gave me a lot of food item bag, and I thought I want to give it to somebody. And when I entered to the train, and I saw someone, it's kind of like, he need that. And I thought, no, I'll give it to somebody. And I was looking somebody I couldn't find. Then I thought, no, I want to go and give it to other person. And I went back, and that person was not there. And that day I couldn't give that back to somebody. And I understood, if in that very the thought that came to me, if I listened to that, and if I did that, I'm not going to miss that point. So like that, always remember, when you recognize something, and it is a language that you develop, especially when you practice meditation, you start to get into that. So keep this thing with you, and remember that the karma is kind of like a lump of salt that maybe others carry, and it don't become a small cup of water. It always going to be salty. Expand yourself, unlimited. There's no limit. Your generosity, unlimited. Your loving kindness, unlimited. Your wisdom, unlimited. When you come to that unlimited level yourself, then you recognize this lump of the salt, this worldly nature cannot conquer you. So you have that capacity, go for it. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi diga yuko bhava ittavata chammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.